Welcome to Border Crossings. I'm Larry London. And on today's show, Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Carolyn Malachi. A D.C. native, Carolyn is the great-granddaughter of jazz legend John Malachi, and her music is known around the world. Influenced by South Africa's Motswako style, she was the recipient of the Individual Artist Award from the Maryland State Arts Council. Stick around with us for today's show and our guest, Carolyn Malachi, on Border Crossings. Carolyn Malachi is here in our studios, and she is with us today on Border Crossings. I'm Larry London on the Voice of America. We're happy. I'm sorry, Malachi.
There you go.
And I just asked you, too.
Okay.
Malachi. Now, you've got so many labels that come along with you. Grammy-nominated songstress. BET called you one of the great songstress voices. You've been called, MTV said, one of the 5 people to look out for, to watch for. And you like the technology part of things, and you're, I guess, very much into technology with your music these days.
Yes, I'm very much about using the tools that we have to create the world that we want. So being able to use a programming language to create an app that answers a social problem, like that's important to me. And so by working with Blurtology and even with some of the other partners I've had, we've been able to really encourage and inspire people just to use what's available to them to make a difference. Like our Free Your Mind music video, we use YouTube to generate hours of class time. So every view of a music video or every download of an album that I've created, the Gold album, equals an hour of class time for students supported by a domestic nonprofit called the School Fund. So it's technology meeting philanthropy, meeting art.
Wow. And you do so much with so many people around the world, too. I read somewhere you have been involved with some organizations and charities in Tanzania.
Yep, so that's the project with the School Fund. In January of this year, we used the Free Your Mind music video to give classroom hours to students in Tanzania and Kenya. And now with the Gold album, which is finally here, every download of that album equals a class hour, but for any of the students that are supported by the School Fund in more than 14 countries.
Wow.
Really great.
Wow. And how many albums is Gold now? How many does that make for you?
This would be my 3rd full-length project.
Wow.
But my 4th project.
And you've collaborated with a lot of different people as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Even some folks from D.C., Tabby Bonet, who's an amazing MC, Musina, who's a really wonderful vocalist, Brother James McKinney, Taurus Mateen, Jabari Exum, and some people who've really inspired me. All 3 of these guys have inspired me in various ways, so...
Well, there is so much to you, and we're going to find out more about you as we go throughout the program, and we're also going to have a chance to listen to some of the music that is on the new CD. And if you wouldn't mind doing a song for us right now, I'd love to hear something.
Yeah, let's play a song called Nothing.
Nothing?
Let's play Nothing. So this song is all about believing in you. It's about knowing that whatever you have, you can use to create the life you want. Right? Sometimes that nothing we see is actually more than we ever need. So anyway. Idea. Basically, it's how to keep the world off of your shoulders. No, I don't mind sharing, but you got to be down with me. Lose your mind with me. Fly into your dreams. I will take you away. Sharing, but you got to be down to believe. So look at what I did with nothing. I turned $1 into 10. I had to start all over again, but oh, look at what I did with nothing. Yeah. So I intend supporting the trend where my friends spend my ends and my family ascends, but I'm lost in the wind. Got a pen, I need a new blueprint. Got an ink well for a brain, so I use it from the Holy Land to Harlem. Can't believe I call them, and I cause a problem with my big bottom. Stamp made in Africa, ancient, amateur. Needs more light, you should open up your aperture. Instagram this, sun plus drums. I live off the sum total of my art. Things fall apart, they always do, but I voodoo like a Hutu, and my Tutsi is the truth. See, brother, all you need is to fall upon your knees, for upon the breeze aroma of a ludicruder, haute couture, jazz crooner. Baited, make room for the elevated fly friends. CM, you know you wanna just look at what I did with nothing. I turned the dollar into 10. I had to start all over again, but oh, look at what I did with nothing. Yeah, hey, yeah. Yes, so I need to see hands of people who live unapologetic, love unconditional. Live on the dollar, rupee, shilling, rand, or euro. Currency is my only urgency. Currently, bury me in bills and I resurrect the industry. The end of me will never be the state of the economy. I'm gonna be rich cause I'm supposed to be. Keep a little secret in my hosiery. Tough skin, rough knees, goggles. You know you wanna look at what I did with nothing. I turned the dollar into 10. I had to start all over again. But look at what I did with nothing. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh.
That's right, it's Border Crossings, and we want to hear from you. Join us on Facebook at facebook.com/VOA Larry London. Join the conversation with Larry London and the whole Border Crossings team, and tell us what you'd like to hear. Check out Larry's interviews with some of the most interesting and engaging artists on the scene today. And not only interviews, you'll find exciting performances recorded right here at VOA Studio number 4. Don't miss our Border Crossings Twitter feed at BCVOA. Be sure to visit our website at www.voamusicmix.net. And you can always reach us via email at bordercrossings@voa.gov. Border Crossings, today's music for today's audience at VOA's Music Alley.
Carolyn Malachi is our guest here live on the Voice of America. Who would have thought you could combine rapping with jazz?
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd have said that to somebody, Jay-Z, you're going to do a jazz album and put some rap in it.
Well, think about this. They share common roots. Bebop.
That's true. That's true. It works. Yeah. I mean, but if you would just have said it to somebody, probably the idea, the concept of it, is kind of strange. But you make it sound so good.
Oh, thanks.
Really? I mean, you have quite an accomplished background too. I guess your great grandfather was John Malachi.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
He played piano with Sarah Vaughan.
Yes, and she happens to be one of my strongest vocal influences. Mm-hmm. And I think more than anything, my great-grandfather's, the legacy that he left, just the impression that he left on people. I run into his students all the time, like people who said he was just a hard worker, mm-hmm. He was genuine, and he was so inventive with music. And I think that that's the impression that I hope to leave with people, mm-hmm. That we're really genuine and we try to be very, creative and innovative, and not so much, it's not like being innovative for innovation's sake. It's just tapping into the creative energy that's inside of all of us. Mm-hmm. We know we have it for a reason, so we try not to run away from it. Mm-hmm. And that takes a lot of courage. So he was a very courageous man, and I think I try to approach my art with that same type of courage.
So I have to ask you, what is Motswako?
Motswako, hi, that's funny. I think Jabari can answer that question better than I can.
It's a style of South African music, but I think the way you would define it is maybe like a South African kind of update to like house music. Mm-hmm. The way South African people that take on house music and started rapping to it. Mm-hmm. And we actually did some of that in this studio. Yeah. I think that's the first time I was here, was doing some stuff with my brother from South Africa and Carolyn.
And at what point in time did you add rap to what you were doing?
I've sort of always been an MC. Mm-hmm. And I would rap before I would sing because I didn't think I had a voice. Mm-hmm. And then I decided that not singing was not telling my story. And not singing and having somebody else sing for me was putting my story in the hands of other people. And I think I sort of came to the realization that not only does my story have value because it's my story, but it also has value because there are so many other women in the world, so many other people experiencing the same things I'm experiencing, is that they don't have an outlet like I do. Maybe they're not so creative. Maybe they need to witness or take part in a piece of art that helps them, you know, engage in catharsis, like to get that off of their chest and off of their shoulders. And so I just decided to start singing. And
Great.
But yeah, that is. That's I'm sure the guys are all happy you made that choice, right? Everybody's happy with that decision. Now, there aren't many females that rap these days, so and you do it so well. I mean, Little
There
Kim,
are.
and there's a few of them, but not a whole lot.
I think we just don't know about them. I think
There you
that's
go.
it's like a lot of this fusion kind of music that we're talking about, you know, jazz and hip hop. It's out there, but it's not necessarily pushed and marketed in the same way. But it's out there, and there's some amazing female rappers, and there's a history of female rappers also that just do it as well as the men, you know.
We've got Carolyn Malachi in our studios here on the Voice of America talking about the new album Gold, and if you do another song, that'd be great. We'd love to hear some more singing. What are you going to do?
let's play fall, winter, spring, summer. To fall into your winter means to spring where my dreams dare not summer. Doubting me was a mistake. I didn't make any promises. I made up the rules as I went along, because boxes don't fit me very well. Confinement is hell, or what I imagined hell to be. And I meant to burn all ice cold me. I am meant to fly, cool and high. So why would I ever be inclined to fall into your winter? That would mean I would have to spring where my high dreams dare not summer. To give into your darkness means to take all my light and hide. Yeah, I be just chilling on my living room floor. In walk Bud, cup of tea, and a brainstorm. On my back, listening to Monk foreplay my thoughts until I come to the conclusion it's a delusion of grandeur. For any time cat, they combat the lioness. Yes, square chick in the winner circle. I'm out the trapezoid, my every joy is taking shape. Through the fire to the limit, to the wall, mate. You go to war for love, I redeploy my faith. Right hand to my great-grand Sarah and Betty know I'm ready and I'm on their path. And they hand down messages telling me, man, that's what I call a parallelogram. That's why I stay with a jazz band. Every tune we commune with the muses, man. To fall into your winter means to spring where my dreams
Beautiful voice of Carolyn Malachi, who's our guest. Now, Gold, what's different about this album from the last album? What did you decide you wanted to do differently, or you wanted just more of the same?
No, I actually wanted to grow with this record. Mm-hmm. I think every record I wanted to grow. But with Gold, I really dealt with eliminating self-imposed limitations. Mm-hmm. And I think that's why the record took 2 years to come together, because I was really wrestling with some things. And there are songs on the record that I really just didn't want to write because they're so personal. And they're just so near and dear to my heart. Mm-hmm. But I realized that I had to tell those stories because they were valuable stories. And so with this record, though, I think the thing that makes it different from the other records is just, one, it's a bigger record, but two, the styles of music that we play with, everything, from pop to jazz to world music. It's just, when you listen to it, like, you really are, it's like driving without getting behind the wheel. Like, you can sort of like see the trees and, the sun and the clouds and the buildings. You can see it all like going by you, and it really puts you in a place where you can think. But the music is just, it's a story. This record is a story. It's a journey. I think my past records were just statements. They were pictures. This is a whole movie. What's your favorite part of this business? Is it the writing, the performing, what do you like the most? I really like getting on the road and taking the music to the people. Because then you get to see how your work, it's like, that's the best ROI ever. Best return on investment is when you see how people are responding to the art, like literally responding. Wait a minute, if they're responding, first and foremost. But when you see that they do respond, it's like, wow, I made something that made somebody smile today. Right, made a difference. Right. I get messages all the time from, Beautiful Dreamer helped me through my divorce. Fall, winter, spring, summer helped me deal with a bad coworker. Things like that. And it's just so amazing. What's been the highlight for you so far? Oh, man. Selling out the Apollo. Yeah, wow. That's amazing. We played there, and I had no idea that people were going to show up the way that they did. So I was backstage with my drummer, Steve, and he was like, yo, your name is on the marquee. You should go outside and take a picture of it. I said, okay. So we walked down like the back staircase and opened the door. Now, I can't see what's behind the door. I just, I'm looking up to see the marquee. So, of course, I want to close the door and, walk around to get a better view. Close the door. There's like a line of people, and it's cold outside. It's April in New York. It's cold. And I shut the door, so I'm on the other side of it now. People start screaming. I'm like, I'm like, what? What's going on? They're like, you. Me? Oh, right. You came to the show. That's it. Right. I'm on the marquee. That's me. Right. Now, can you give the audience your website address and ways that people can get your CD and keep in touch with you as well? I imagine you're active on Twitter and Facebook since you're a techno person. Maybe Facebook's outdated. Maybe it's, because a lot of people are saying that's passé. My whole family is plugged in. My grandmother's on Twitter. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, really? Instagram and all those sites. So, I'm on Instagram, Carolyn Malachi, and Malachi is spelled Malachi. Definitely Twitter, Carolyn_Malachi, Facebook, Carolyn Malachi. You can find the music online, so iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, pretty much all of your outlets, including Spotify. The album's now on Pandora. Woot woot. We have a Vivo channel now. So wow, there you go. On Vivo. And if you want to get the record, you can get it digitally that way. But if you want the Gold album in physical form, you can order it at carolynmalachi.com. just click the music tab and, purchase the gold album. I will personally sign it.
Oh, great.
And send it. And I've been doing that. And every time I say this, I get an order from the most random place. Like, I filled orders last week for Taiwan, Nairobi, and somewhere in Italy, which is really great.
That's fantastic. Well, you're broadcasting to all those places right now.
Oh, man. My wrist is going to hurt.
That's it. And it's CarolynMalachi.com. And that's where they can also find out your tour schedule. So when you make those dates official internationally, they'll know where they can catch up with you.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure to meet you and have you in our studios.
Thank you.
You're going to do another song for us.
Yeah.
What's the name of this song?
This is the title track for the album.
Oh, Gold.
So this is Gold.
And you wrote all these songs yourself?
The lyrics, yes. I had help with a couple of songs. Tabby Bonet, of course, wrote his part for Don't. And then Musina wrote the lyrics for the hook on Choose Me. As far as the music is concerned, I work with creative partners like producer James McKinney and guitars.
Now, do you write the lyrics first or the melody first?
It really does depend.
I like to tell the story of Gold just because I think it's a great story. And she... I'm always producing different artists and everything. And when Carolyn wrote Gold in her bubble, just the melody and the lyrics, and she came to my studio and she sang it for me, I was like, oh, that's great. Go in the booth and sing it to a click, and then I'll work on the music. And the first thing that came to mind was so typically R&B, which is nothing is wrong with it, but I just didn't feel like it was enough. So I let the song go. I just left it on my hard drive for about a year. Then I got back to it and I asked Carolyn, so what is the feeling on this supposed to be? And she was just like, it's grand, it's big, it's gold, make it gold. And I'm like, okay.
Make it platinum.
Right. So I just had to go in and interpret that. And I started with the orchestra and I started orchestrating. And I just did this huge intro that's on the record. Yes. And thanks. And it came out to be this big thing. And I just couldn't stop. Once I started, I just went, I was one of those nights where I just wrote all night, orchestrated, and did all the music. And then the next night, Carolyn was coming over. And I say, okay, I have something to play for you, and I think I might have gone overboard. So just tell me if I did too much. And so what I typically do when I have artists listen to music is I turn my back to them and I turn towards my screens and I just listen to the speakers. So I did that. And I was ready to turn around and for Carolyn to say it's too much. And I turned around, she's crying, and she's oh, it's perfect.
Thanks, James. 60 countries.
True story. It's a good one.
All right, we're going to listen to it now. This is called Gold.
Challenged by mirror, too full of beauty for your ugly words. I've never been clearer, too full of diamonds for any more hurt. My face in the mirror, too full of beauty for your ugly words. I've never been clearer, too full of diamonds for any more of anyone's tarnished gold. I don't have anything to weigh you in anymore. My daddy told me I'm a diamond, and therefore I don't need you to make me shine. No. Yes, that's what I get for buying damaged goods. My heart turned green when I let you in. Real love is so expensive. But I don't have to wait for this song to play on the radio for me to remember that I was never happy with you. It's cool, let's just be friends. Facing the mirror, too full of beauty for your ugly words. I've never been clearer, too full of diamonds for any more hurt. My face in the mirror, too full of beauty for your ugly words. And I've never been clearer, too full of diamonds for any more of anyone's tarnished gold.
Wow. Stunning. Stunning. The only thing I can come up with. Stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful voice, beautiful song, beautiful words. You did a great job. Absolutely beautiful. Carolyn Malachi, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure to meet you guys, all of you. You sound tremendous. And the CD's called Gold.
Yes.
And it's on sale now. Go to carolynmalachi.com and get your copy and come back and see us again the next time you're in D.C. promoting an album or touring, because I know you live here.
Yeah.
So come back again the next time you're
baby.
That's it. I'm Larry London. This is Border Crossings. More music coming your way. Stay with us.